a question and that where it was like, why is it American drivers don't strike so that the rates come up or do like a work stoppage, for like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that? Like, well, first of all, it would only take about 3 or 4 days before the country basically started imploding. And like that's how fragile everything is, and it's with this just-in-time delivery nonsense. Because the majority will get deported. That's the answer. The industry isn't American dominated anymore. It's now being dominated by labor dumping, by other countries sending us all the people they don't want, and the U.S. taking them and then calling them high-skilled H-1B bullshit, or they're just here straight up illegally. Even Texas won't get rid of them. Texas will not deport the illegals, dude. They won't. I know that Greg Abbott can grandstand, grand sit or whatever. He can do whatever. But I mean, it's like, dude, he's not going to do that. They're not going to deport the illegals because it would bring everything to a halt. And then they would start screaming, oh my God, my labor shortage. There's no labor shortage. It just, what that would mean is that the rates would come up. Like they're supposed to. There's supposed to be a balance there. It's supposed to be an equilibrium. And right now the rates are so artificially low that's why you have owner-uppers can't even maintain their trucks properly anymore. That's why you're seeing all the trucks getting older and older and older on the road. They can't afford newer trucks. That's why you're seeing them, running. I mean, like, it's why you're seeing all this kind of stuff. Just like I did in this other video where I talked about all the rubber all over the road. Yeah, the cheap recaps that guys are using. In and among all the other problems that I mentioned, which most people, of course, never watch the video long enough to hear me mention all that other stuff, because the average person who watches anything that I produce is 40 seconds. And that's it. So, at this point now, I can tell everybody to get fucked because almost nobody will see it statistically. But yeah, I mean, like that. But the biggest issue is that you have a whole bunch of migrants and shit like that. They'll get deported. If they were to try and pull off a thing where they said, that's it, viva revolution, and we're not going to take any more bullshit money. We want real money to drive these trucks. They'd say, get the fuck out of the country. The brokers would send ICE to literally take them and punt them out of the country that fast. That's the rules. That's why they don't do it. That's why it's why you don't want to have all this mass migration, because the people that are coming here, they don't care about the problems that they're creating for everybody else. Problems that other people need to solve. The U.S. has a lot of problems right now, and Americans need to solve those problems because we have to fucking live here. We don't have some other country we can fuck off to, right? We don't have that. I know that there's all the passport bros like, no, move to Thailand, live for 30 cents a day or some shit like that. That works as long as you have money. As soon as you have to like go around and start saying, hey, I want to work here and make enough money to live, you find out very quickly those countries don't want you there. They want your money. They want you to bring American money there for now, until the money isn't worth anything. And there you go. So yeah, that's to answer that person's question. That's why there's no truck.